Alright, what's up YouTube? This is King Havo back, and I wanted to make a video to share with you guys a new feature on the SimHeads website that I'm proud of, that I think you guys are going to enjoy, along with some releases that are coming that are just opening up when this video goes out. So before I do that, I wanted to share with you a preview of how this works and what's available with the new website. So if you go to simheads.com, you can look at the header here and you'll see resources as the new link. Now, resources are an answer to I think a good amount of requests that have come out from the SimHeads community. People feel like when there's a release, whether it be a roster update or a new modding software that I've created, or anybody else, it's hard to find those things on the website, and you basically have to go through and dig through a number of threads and read so many posts, and it's very hidden to locate some of this information, these files. So basically what I did, there's been some requests, and there's an add-on to this forum software that I purchased as part of this site development, and it's called Resources. And Resources are a place where you can basically store these files, and the community, the SimHeads community, can take advantage of this area to post their own files, whether it be rosters or any type of file that you would like to post. There's an avenue now, an area, one central location where these will be housed. So basically, this resource is not free, or at least this add-on was not free. It cost me $60 to purchase. Just to be transparent with you guys, I mean, I spend money on this website, and I don't really collect any money on this website at all. There are other websites out there that are for the community, and over time they grow, and the community starts to give back and add to the site, and then you end up with a better overall experience because of it. So we're at 281 members as of, this is being recorded on Wednesday, March 9th, 2016, and as of this day, it is 281 users. So basically, we're growing, and I would say 1 or 2 users trickle in every day or two. And this site's been up for, I think, about 7 months, 8 months, somewhere around there, and it's growing little by little, and the community's coming here as another option. Operation Sports is something that's out there, and I personally got banned from them, and I always felt like it was not the best site. They do a lot to add content, but I thought that maybe we could create a site for the community. And if you've been following me, you guys that follow me, you know about this site, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are on here if you follow me. But the bottom line is that this is a community website. This is a website for you guys. This isn't a website where you have ads everywhere. It's not a website where you're going to be bombarded with these moderators telling you can or cannot use certain language or speak bad about certain companies. I mean, this is really wide open, and the content on here, I have a full-time job. I don't sit here all day and do updates, but as of late I've been trying to be more diligent to put out current events, and any of the Operation Sports things that come out, those are on here. through an RSS feed, and I don't hide it. You know, there's links to Operation Sports all over my website, and I'm okay with that. The idea, though, is to put together a place where we can call home, and we can basically create our own content and discuss things amongst ourselves. So we're growing, you know, and it's going to take time, but I think over time it will get stronger and stronger, and we'll be at a point where this will be even more of a place where we can call, you know, home. So one thing that's been requested, like I mentioned, was one central location to put these files. And through this resources link, you're going to be able to see where these files are going to be located. So the community, you know, I was toying around with the idea of do I make this a purchase premium type of package where only premium subscribers can get to it. And, you know, at first I was thinking we can do something like that, but then I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to open it up to the community, and the things that I've put out there with the softwares that I've worked on with the All Pro Football, the ESPN 2K4, the Backbreaker, and now the NFL Fever. I've also had a request to work on college hoops. Haven't really done too much yet, but that's on my potential to-do list, depending on what free time I get. And I said to myself, you know, what I'm going to do is, part of these resources, there's the ability to add a way to charge, and charge meaning, you know, it could be a PayPal donation, it could be an external link that you have towards some payment website, but my thought was, I've put in a ton of work. I'm talking over 10,000 hours worth of time to work on these editors, and you know, it's time to give back. And if you don't want to purchase, you don't have to. If you don't want to donate, you don't have to. You know, these files are not locked down with any key or anything. You know, and my thought was, you know, just to support the SimHeads site and to support the things that are happening and the principle behind all the work that it takes. A small donation of $5 or $10 is not really that much to ask. And to be honest with you, if you don't ask, or if you don't try to figure out a way to do that, it's never going to happen. So for me, it's the principle of, if you guys appreciate the work that's being done, then you need to show it in the form of dollars. And those dollars will go back to a site that's for you, for the community. So really, it's a win-win. And what I'm going to propose is that I'm going to put these out there. If you donate, you can download them. You can download updates for the future. And the deal is, I don't want to see this software anywhere else on the web. If I see it posted anywhere, if I hear about it being shared, then unfortunately I'll have to stop putting out updates, and it'll be just something that I keep for myself. And that's the truth. That's real talk. That's me telling you guys how it is. So this is going to be a situation where we're going to be on an honor system here. And I know that sounds stupid, but the bottom line is that it's available for you. I could have locked them down, but I chose to say, you know what, I'll be open. You guys go ahead and download. And if you want to share it, then that's on you. If something happens and it's brought to my attention, then this stuff won't be done anymore. And that's just a fact. And it's based on principle. So just keep that in mind. And I hope you guys can respect that. So if you go to resources, I've put together a list of the things that I've added to this site over time. And I know some of you have seen threads that have basically disappeared. And the reason why they disappear is because I've been putting those threads and attaching them to some of these releases. So you're going to see here, All Pro Football, there's a charge of $10. And I'll show you an example of what happens. So as a user of SimHeads, you can put your own resource out. If you want to put a roster out here, I know there are guys out there that put rosters, and they sometimes want to charge money for them, but they don't know how, and it's really a donation, and they deserve something, whether it be $1, $2, $5, whatever. You know, it's the principle. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds and thousands of hours that go into this stuff. And people blow money on a Starbucks every day for a 5-minute, you know, enjoyment. And this is it's time to support, guys. I mean, it is. I'm sorry. So, excuse me. So the bottom line is, this is the way it looks. You know, you come here, and right now I'm logged in as my account, so you're not going to see it this way. If I was, oh, you can't see it now either. Let me just show you here. But basically, you're going to see a, you know, pay now or something like that, and once you pay, you'll have access to the resource, you know, and you'll be able to see all the different updates that are on here. And, you know, you have the overview going through all the features. You have screenshots if you want to preview, you know, what you're getting. You know, this video here is just about the SimHeads resources link, but there are updates that are going to be probably shown in a different video. Actually, they are already ready to go. It's just a matter of turning them on, that are going to go through all the changes that have been added to All Pro Football. So there's been quite a large set of enhancements that have happened for All Pro Football. And so you know, this update here that's coming is very substantial, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. But like I said, there are other videos that are coming out for that, and so stay tuned. But this is more about the resources. So once you get here, you'll be able to see the resource. You can download updates. Anytime a new update comes out, you'll see it's out. You'll have the version history. So if you want to download older versions, they're all sitting right here on one page, which is kind of nice. And that's a place where you can look and say, oh, well, if I want an older version, I can download it. I can also see the history, the version history. So it's all together in one nice, concise location. And then on top of it, you have the discussion. So if you were to go to either discuss this resource, or you were to look at discussion, you're going to be able to see that there's a way for you to discuss this resource. And basically, this is where I've taken the threads that were about the bugs and suggestions and those things, and I've merged them. So you can see this is back on May 25th, 2015. So this is merged with the latest changes that I've been adding, and so you're going to see on here, if you look at the last page, you'll be able to see that there's been releases. So every time a new update comes, you'll see that, you know, that I've added an update entry, and it'll post automatically in this thread. So this will be a continuation of what we had, and you know, I figured why not just keep it together. So I also have a way to put buyers in here. You know, there are guys that have paid me as of recent to get this editor, and they're already on here. But once you download it and you pay, you're on that list, and you'll be able to see everything and access the updates like I mentioned. Going back to the list of resources, I've added 3 categories. One software, another one is rosters, and the other one is other resources. If there's more categories, you have a way to submit a suggestion, and if it's something that makes sense, we'll add it to the site. This is an example of the rosters that I've put out. The one for backbreakers on here, so you can see this is a free update. There's no charge here. You'll have the ability to sort by either paid or free. So if I want to look at all of the paid resources, I can say I want to look at all paid, and these are the ones that will be paid. If I want to look at only the free ones that are out there, I can look at those. So really, it's a two benefit page here. One is to obviously have one central location to post all the downloads and all the things that people can add to the SimHeads site. And it's also a place for the community to be able to share things, and if they want to charge, they have the option to. And I think that that's something that's important. So keep that in mind. And if you have any questions on how to use it, then, or if you want me to make a tutorial on how to create a resource, I can do that. This is more just a release video to show you that this is something brand new. And for those of you guys who've been requesting it for a while, we have it. And all I ask is, you support, and this site will get better and better. And this is for you, okay? This is for us, the community. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. And you can go through here and check it out and check out the latest resources. You can add resources, like I mentioned. Once you're registered, you can't be a guest and do it, obviously. And then from here, you can shoot me any questions. Oh yeah, there's one more area. So once you get access to the resources and I open it up, you're going to see at the very top resource discussions. So every time a resource gets added, this is one last thing I want to mention before the video is over. Whenever you add a resource, it will automatically add a thread to have for discussion. So if anybody ever wants to discuss the resource, if they were to go to your resource and hit the discussion tab or hit discuss resource, they're going to be able to, have a thread automatically created in the resource discussions, which we were just at, that has that thread there for you to share your thoughts. So that's one thing. And the very last thing is, like I mentioned, if you want to submit new categories, here's a place where you can put new resource category submissions, and like we said, we'll take those into account and we'll add them to give you better categories, and as they grow, we'll have more categories. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you like what you're seeing here, and I think this will add some flavor and benefit to the website, make it easier to use, make it easier to find things, and give you an opportunity to share your content and do it all here at simheads.com. So talk to you soon. Come check out the site, and follow us on Twitter at SimHeads Forums, and we'll see you. Peace.